The You Are Here podcast is brought to you by Anchor.fm. Anchor is a podcasting platform where you can record, edit, upload, distribute. You can do everything on the Anchor app. Everyone asks me, man, how do you put your how do you have a podcast?
What's
what are you
the
doing?
answer? What do you do?
What is it?
What
Dave,
do you do?
What is the answer?
Well, you go to Anchor FM, dude, and they give you the tools to create your own podcast, to monetize, to distribute. They have all these cool tools. They're very accessible.
Easy
simple.
interface.
Yeah, easy interface,
Boom.
man.
You just go up. You can record right there. You can invite other people to the recording session.
Yeah.
And you just put it up right there. Manage the levels. Do everything.
Yep.
It have no minimum requirement of the audience to start earning money on your podcast.
That's right. So
guys,
stop asking Mikey questions. Just go to Anchor FM. Download the Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started. Easy.
Anchor.fm to get started. Let it out. Big breaths.
Okay. I think we're
Good. Need a baby bowl.
That was weird.
All right. Well, we're gonna start off now. Welcome to the You Are Here podcast.
That's how we start?
Yep. It's gonna be it.
Weird beginning.
Can we restart that?
Welcome to the You Are Here podcast. My name is Mike.
My name is Dave. Welcome back to the You Are Here podcast.
Episode 38 of the podcast. We have another guest. We're about to introduce him. Probably already know him if you're watching the video, which you can find on youtube.com. You Are Here podcast. Search it up. Boom. Subscribe, like, comment. We love you. Find the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Castbox, Anchor.fm. Everywhere else you can find a podcast. Also, www.youareherepodcast.co. We could not afford the M.
Can I afford the M?
So,
I missed it.
Welcome back, both of you. Which I can say, Dave, how are you? What's going on?
I'm doing well.
How about you take the reins real quick? I'm passing the ball to you.
Oh, well, again, if you've watched the podcast or listened before, the ball's in my hands today, which means, what does it mean? Don't say it. Don't say anything yet. Which means what? Mike? What does it mean if the ball's in my hands?
It means you're going to talk.
No.
Because you're wasting time.
It's not the conch, dude. This is... It means it's going to be lit. The podcast is going to be amazing today. It's going to be fucking awesome. And when the ball's here, it's game time. And it's game time today. We have on the podcast for his third appearance on the podcast today.
Veteran.
Adam Lowder. And you know who he is.
Lowder.
You know his work. You know he's pretty good at things. Adam Lowder.
Boom. Clap it up. All right. Clap the ball.
Wow.
No, dude. I love you, man. And one of my favorite actors of all time. And actually,
All right, just stay on your phone.
Sorry. I thought it was something.
So I'm going to stop this right now
Seems genuine.
because I have something to bring up. All right, we got a comment on our last video from the Sebastian Nowicki,
bro.
Oh.
and he's
Shout out
asking.
Seabass.
And you know what happened last time? We had Aaron. Remember?
We had Aaron on the podcast. Yep.
So Sebastian asks, "Yo, Dave, how many boyfriends do you have? Does Adam know about Rob? What happened to loyalty?"
Wow. I do know about Rob.
And what are you thinking about that?
Ooh. So
What's your response to
So
that,
what's
dude?
up, both of you?
I've moved
Because I think you
on.
guys got some explaining to do.
Adam was distant, and he created some space, and I felt the space and the divide.
And you
And
just
Rob
took it.
showed up like a knight in shining armor, from Soul Cycle, and he just is, handsome dude, very kind, and it wasn't the same,
Oh.
but it was, nice, But now you're back.
That sounds like a compliment to me.
It's a compliment, dude. I'm complimenting you, Rob. We got to
appreciate
take a
that.
break, man. Adam's back,
Wow.
but I still love you.
I got married, so.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're married now.
Well, I'm still single, ladies. So
Oh.
keep 'em coming.
Shit.
Oh, the single.
Do we? We haven't done this in a while. Do you want to get into Hinge?
Do you want to? I mean, you want to later?
Maybe later.
Started off with that.
Maybe later, but I'm interested in like in the progress or how it's been going.
I've been kind of using.
We haven't talked about it.
All right, look, I've been kind of using it. I've been just running into the same problems. Mm-hmm. You know, I feel like on Hinge, it's a lot of people that are looking for something.
Okay.
And think that this is the solution to like find someone.
What is the problems they've been looking?
I think because the problem I have is like, I'm like, all right, cool, let's try it. Mm-hmm. But it's like, all right, I don't really care that much.
So the
to like attempt to get in there.
Okay.
And try.
So you hold yourself back and you feel like
I just like don't open it. You know what I mean? I'm not like on there like, because when you start spending time on there and you're just like looking through people, you're like, what am I even doing?
Yeah.
It's wasting time.
Yeah.
You're just reading words and a picture. Mm-hmm. Right? You're not really learning anything about the person. And when it gets to that point where you're both like, all right, you say something witty, you say something cute.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, wow, blah, blah, blah. You start talking a little bit and they're like, oh, you want to go do something?
Yeah.
Then it's like, everyone freezes.
Okay.
And you don't hear back.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. So I don't really know. It's slow, dude.
I'm so
Adam,
interested.
you been on those dating apps?
No.
No?
Never been on.
It was before your time or after your time.
Yeah, after.
The same.
Yeah. Because I've been with Katie for 7 years. So.
Oh, word. Well, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, funny enough, we met at school and then I saw her later.
Shout out Katie Barbie, 2 bars, 2 E's.
2 bars and 2 E's.
Boom.
Won't take my last name. It's fine. Don't worry about it. There's apps
Your
now.
voice cracked when you said it's fine.
Yeah.
Is that really
you like
fine?
that, right? No.
No. His voice cracked.
But I saw her years after on OkCupid because of my brother told me to get on there.
Oh, wow.
He had met a girlfriend at the time on there.
You were just saying, okay.
And then I saw her again, and then we talked about that today.
Yeah.
But that was the only time I had that. But I never had another date with anybody. I just hit up Katie. I already knew her, so I didn't really experience the whole dating app thing.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I'm just curious.
And I'm a young chap. Right?
You're a young chap, dude. You're made for that app.
I'm made, and I think I'm very not made.
No.
You calling me? You calling me?
I'm saying
hoe?
like they. Fuck.
Oh, dude.
You know what I'm trying to say?
In not so many words.
Don't do that.
Oh,
Don't do that, bro.
prostitute.
Oh, he knows.
No. What I'm trying to say is like you're in that age range. You're young. You're like on the prowl.
Made to, you know.
You fit that demographic. Like I know there's age ranges, but I feel like that 22 to like 26 is like everyone's on Hinge.
Word.
You go into the supermarket and people online just
No.
Okay.
You need to get
swipe.
unhinged, like,
You know what I mean? You go anywhere. You go to a library. People are swiping.
All right.
It's crazy.
All right.
Adam,
I'll try harder.
What are you doing? Show me your tattoos.
no, I'm rolling my sleeves, man. I want to talk to you about some real shit.
Okay.
I wanted to confront you about something.
I'm excited for this. Let me adjust my glasses.
What? Where was your favorite place to go when you were a little tyke? Little tyke, Adam. Ooh. Where would you go?
Oh my God. I don't know. This is sad, dude. It's gonna get sad. This is gonna get really sad.
No, I didn't.
I think my favorite place to go was either.
Did I ask the wrong question?
No.
Okay.
No. I just don't want to make
I just
things
wanted to
sad.
trust my impulse. And just,
No, I think my favorite place to go was to friends' houses or to the basketball court. That's it.
There you are.
And now I'm here.
Yeah.
You are where?
Here, episode
I'm here.
38.
Yeah, I like to go to those two places.
Whatever. We're going to friends' houses.
Yeah, friends' houses.
Was it? I'll get real. Was it a like an escape kind of thing? Like I get to go see another way people live and experience another family and like, you know, just jump ship from what I'm living and like go inhabit that life for a second. You know what I'm saying? Was there like a parallel to that?
Totally. Yep.
I hate that I'm diving so deep.
No,
like this. That's
good.
how I feel. That's
it's good. That is how I felt. I felt this. I don't know. I always had a feeling of not quite being as accepted as I wanted to be, not because of what anybody else did, but because of just something in me that I didn't quite understand. And I felt it was pretty natural for me to connect to others
Yeah.
that even weren't and my family are connected to me in any other way. And so when I developed friendships, it was a very close, very quickly bonding situation. And so I wanted to just hang out with them all the time because I felt, I don't know why, I felt such a natural inclination to just be free with others. And so, yeah, if I could be there as long as I could be, that was preferred when I was growing up. So, yeah, I think there's many reasons and factors at play, but that's what I remember the most. Just wanting to extend as much time with my friends as possible. Yeah.
And you felt that as like a kid, like younger, let's say, like.
Yeah, I felt that from like since I can remember.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My earliest memories. That's all I wanted. I think I had this just this natural feeling of being outside of things and wanting to be accepted. And I found that people who weren't in my family that I connected with, I was so fully accepted. And that was such an addictive thing. I was like, wow, these people really love me because they don't have any other reason other than they like me. Like they don't have to say, well, we have to. They chose to be my friend. And so, one of my friends was like, your friends are your chosen family. And I was like, oh, that really resonated with me.
Friends are your chosen family.
Because I was like, yeah, that's what it is. Because I can see with them wanting to hang out with me, spend time with me, I can see that they want to choose me.
Yep.
And that feels really good. I don't have to look at the person across me and think, well, you just live with me.
Yeah.
Or, well, you birthed me. Or whatever it is and think, oh, you're obligated.
Yeah.
Instead, it felt like I have free will, free choice, and I choose to spend my time with you.
Yeah.
And so I wanted that all the time.
And that's like way different because when a lot of people like go back to like children and kids when they try to explain like how like over time and as you age, you kind of stray further from like kind of being yourself and in the moment. And they say like kids are like the most pure.
Oh, you run up to someone.
They're right in the moment no matter what.
It's like,
you know what I mean?
You want to be my friend? And you're like, yeah, I do. Or no, I don't. And then that's how you make friends or don't.
Yeah.
Totally.
No inhibition. No like nothing holding you back. You're just they confront you and they're just like, you want to play? And fuck
I do.
So
I do remember a time though where I did not like feel, because I feel like I've got to that point the way you kind of feel about things or felt. I don't know how it is, but I remember a time before that when it was just like, oh, I'm going to Steve's house. Yeah, you know what I mean. And we're gonna go play, flag football, tackle football, and like have fun. Yeah, you don't think about anything.
No.
But then once you and Steve stop hanging out, and then you're like, oh, is it my fault? Am I doing this? Like, what's going on?
It's a weird thing. The second you transition into like watching your own behavior, like that age. I don't know what age that is.
Conscious of it.
Yeah, the second you're like, oh, they don't like me. And it's like because I talk funny. Or I'm not as fast, or you know what I mean? You start checking yourself, and then society's like kind of tells you can't be friends with them because, or you can't just go up to somebody and say, hey, I like you. You can't do it. That would be death. That'd be like you're not fit for that. And it's just like, okay, I hear you. And then you accept that, you agree to it. For agreement, shout out. And you reinforce that thought, and then you start creating these like either ways of finding your way in to like connecting with people, like tactics or ways of doing anything, and or you just don't associate with those people. It's a weird thing, man. That age. I wonder what the age that is. I wonder if it's like puberty or like before.
Well, obviously it happens different for everyone.
Yeah, I guess weird, so. Man. Yeah,
depends on your circumstances.
I'm trying to spot my mind, and then I started.
What about for you? Like, when did you ever feel that?
I'm like the same as him in a lot of ways. Yeah, it was the same. That's why I brought it up. I didn't mean to get so fucking deep. So I
want to get deep into some things.
Okay, cool.
It's great.
Yeah, it was the same thing. It was somebody asked me to come over one day, and I was just like, okay, yeah, like sure. And it felt really nice that someone I didn't know was like, hey, man, come over. We were just kids. And you go over somebody's house. They're making you food. Yeah. You're playing games you don't play at home. They have things you don't have. and you forget where you're from for like a hot second. You're like, whoa, this feels nice. And they love me here. And I'm like, accepted here.
Yeah.
And you can be anything. You know, you can be your crazy self. You can do anything you want. So it definitely, for me, it was like a way of escaping the little house I was from to like go live another place for at least a time. Like that's what it was for me. It was like, oh, you know, and I got addicted to like every day. Like, can I come over?
Yeah.
Can I come over?
Yeah.
You know, I was probably a burden to, you know, shout out the Hips family. I love you guys. I was probably a burden to them in a lot of ways, but I'm like eating dinner with them every night. And then mom's calling like, you know, you got to come home now. I'm like, 20 more minutes, please. You know, just keep it alive. Keep this alive. So that's what it was for me.
It's so weird seeing like other families, like, you know, like your norms at home.
Yeah.
Like the routines and stuff.
Yeah.
My one friend, Skylar, shout out Scott. His family, he's the only family I know. They all just drink. Is that a water? They drink milk. I don't know. I don't get it.
Shout out Skylar.
Weird.
That's
some Vermont natives, dude.
They're from Vermont.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a thing
Milk.
there, but
That's how my brother was growing up.
dude.
Drinking milk.
That made me want to like. That's made me kind of drink milk. Like, growing up?
Did you have like?
That's why I'm so.
I used to literally drink like out of the gallon. I would be so
Really?
fucking like craving milk. I would crave milk after basketball and shit.
That's what my brother did.
I would crave it, dude.
Same.
Out of the gallon, drinking milk. Did you have something like that growing up? Like something you would like, you just needed, you craved it, either when you were growing or whatever.
Yeah, well, I had a lot of food allergies growing up, so I was allergic to milk. I was allergic to dairy, and so you crave what you're allergic to.
Really?
Yeah, so it becomes really hard and problematic, and so I would always sneak chocolate milk around the clock. It would be like as soon as mom went to sleep, I was like in the fridge. And I was just dumping chocolate sauce down my and not telling her. And then I would get things at school like brownies and stuff that I couldn't have. And I had a really telling response to something I was allergic to. My ears would turn bright red.
Really?
Yeah. And so my mom would look at me, but it would affect my personality, which is weird too. And so I couldn't mask it. I would wear my emotions on my sleeve. My mom would be like, "What'd you eat?" And I'd be like, "What?" And she's like, "What'd you eat?" I'm like, "I'm dead. She's gonna kill me."
She's gonna kill me.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And the kid who I grew up going to his house all the time. Shout out Kurt Christian.
Shout out.
Yeah, I've known him for over 20 years. And he told my mom, he was like, "Well, Adam, I don't think he meant to say this and get me in trouble because I was sneaking it." But she was like, "What?" I think she asked, like, "What did he eat today?" He was, "Oh, he had a brownie and this and that." He was like, "Oh, he had a brownie. Really interesting. Why?" "Oh, he always has a brownie." And
Ratted, Chris.
and I don't think he meant. I think he was like, "Oh, I'm an honest person, and Adam is not."
Adam's a liar.
So I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, I have to hide this," but I couldn't. My ears were glowing, and I was like insane. It was like I was high or something. I was like, "Oh, what? I'm fine." So anything that I was allergic to, I would chug it behind my mom's back.
Sorry, Mom. Shout out, Mom.
No, we went. She always knew anyway.
Yeah.
And then finally, you know what's interesting? It would affect my personality. As a kid, I would get really irritated or irritable, I should say, and I would get really down and frustrated and resentful. A lot of my like inner demons would come out really easily when I would have something I was allergic to. It was like truth serum. How does he really feel? Give him milk. Give him pizza. Let's see. And then I would be like, "No, I'm fine." Just crazy. And my mom found that out. She watched an Oprah episode, and this kid had red ears and was going nuts every time he had something he was allergic to. My mom was like, "Turn it up.
Holy shit.
That is my kid." And she watched the episode and she was like, "That's what is wrong with you." And so we went to the allergist and they cut out certain things based on these tests we did. And they would remove it for a couple of weeks and then put you back on it. If you had a reaction, then that was it. So we found out I was allergic to dairy. They thought I was allergic to chocolate, but it was really the dairy and most of the chocolate. It was red food coloring. I was allergic to obviously cheese and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Cinnamon, which was weird.
Oh.
And
That's a bummer. I love cinnamon.
so then when they found that out, you know, I couldn't have that stuff, but I craved it. I wanted it so badly. And Halloween was terrible because I could only eat like apples and bananas and had to like scoot all my candy over to my brother. And he'd be like,
Slicing an apple.
"You got any peanut butter?" And then as an adult, I was going to school and I was doing pretty well in this acting school. And I was like in the middle of this 2 years, and I went around to my teachers and I was like, I want to do like an evaluation personally. Like I asked them all, like, what can I improve? So I want to make sure I'm getting, better, and I want to grow and stuff. And they were like, you're good. You participate. You do really well. You're really eager. You're talented. I don't know. I think sometimes you come in every now and then and you're just kind of not there. Like you're kind of foggy. And I was like, oh, I know exactly why. It's because I eat pizza on my lunch break, or I have cheese. And they're like, what are you talking about? This is the weirdest thing. I told them about the allergy, and they were like, oh, simple solution. Stop eating stuff you're allergic to.
Can't do it.
And I was like, well, I can't because I'm addicted to all of the things I'm allergic to. And they were like, yeah, stop doing that. I asked all my teachers. They all said the same thing.
Especially as a kid. Oh, man.
I was like 18 at this time, and I told my mom, I was like, hey, so I figured something out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to eat anything I'm allergic to. And she was like, yeah, I've been telling you that your whole life, but when your teacher tells you now you're not going to do it, she was all mad, but she was glad that I cut it out.
Yeah.
So I cut it out for like a year.
Wow.
And I was like, well, and that was great. And it was all gone. And I was like, wow, that really made a difference. This is crazy. Yeah. I feel more present, more myself. And then got right back on it after I graduated. It was crazy. And then became vegan like 7 years ago or whatever. Wow. So I don't have any dairy or anything I'm allergic to anymore. And it's helped.
Wow. So the actually eating the food changed
actually
like, your
affected your
personality.
behavior.
Yeah. So as a kid, I would just be screaming and crazy. But as an adult, I would just be kind of foggy and like not there.
Yeah.
Like I've had every now and then accidentally, taken dairy or something. And then now that I don't have it, it's like getting hit with a train of fogginess. I'm like, what? Like I had to call out of work once because I had cheese on accident.
Man.
And I was like, all day. It was terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know that either, but I looked into it, and yeah, a lot of people are affected by food, and it affects their personality. Super weird.
Yeah.
But that was my life growing up. Weird.
Do you have any allergies?
Like bees?
Dude, I just found out that I'm allergic to bees.
Me too.
From that last time I was stung, dude.
Yeah, you swelled up.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, me too. That's
I
what
have
happens.
the same thing.
My throat don't close or nothing like that,
No.
but I just
huge.
expand. It turned into like
I got it, and I'm like, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let it go.
Yeah.
Dude, it went up my whole
Yeah, dude.
arm.
Yeah.
It was like a week, and then like I was at work, and I was literally like having hot flashes.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta go to the doctor.
Yeah, bro.
I got a shot in my ass, dude.
Yeah. They were like, you're allergic.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't think about that.
And now I'm scared as fuck.
Yeah.
About bees.
I don't
right?
want to get stung again. I see one, I'm like, man, I'm leaving.
Just the wasps, man. The honeybees I'm trying to
Yeah.
make friends with now because they're essential.
Yeah,
I heard
yeah.
like they're essential to our survival.
Yeah.
They're one of the most
Yeah,
important things
They are.
on planet Earth, apparently. But so I want to make friends.
Yesterday we were in the park and I interrupted you, and I don't care. And there was a bee buzzing around, and Katie was like, she freaks out. Oh God! And one of our friends was like, they just think you're a flower. They're just trying to figure out if you're a flower or not, and then they move on.
Wow.
So if you don't like freak out, they're not
They
gonna.
just smell you and they're like bouncing.
Yeah, they're like, are you a flower? Like if you have lotion on or your hair product, your cologne or something is fragrant,
Yeah.
it's kind of like floral.
They
They'll
check
come
it
up
out.
to you and they'll be like, oh, you're a flower. And then if you're like, I'm a human, then they're like,
right.
oh, I don't want that.
Yeah.
But how many times have you got stung where like you didn't notice it, you look, and it just stings you?
Like 7 times growing up.
That's what I'm saying.
Really?
All the time when I was growing up.
Whoa.
All the time.
Oh, that didn't happen to me.
You never.
It was always
I got
because I was
attacked.
like, I accidentally stepped on one.
Yeah.
I ran into a hive or something.
Second
crazy.
you would look at it, it would just be like,
Yeah. That's what happened with me.
If it's on me, I'm gonna move.
no, you
But
try.
if it's floating around,
Yeah.
I'll
But it
just be like,
latches
"Hey."
on you, bro. It's just like,
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, I was cleaning up a bunch of weeds on one of these properties. Just like I hit one tree, dude. Dude, I see 50.
Oh,
And they just
That's
run
a
out. I ran down
nightmare.
the street, dude.
I would
And they still
freak
got me.
out.
they
It's the
still
worst.
got you
They still got you.
Still got me.
They don't quit, man. They'll follow you for like
They
half a
won't.
mile.
because they think you're a threat to the hive.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. They die when they sting you.
But they have to kill you. That's like their
They
mindset's like,
are
I gotta
trying,
take you out.
as a
scary,
unit.
dude.
They're trying
That's
to
terrifying.
kill the invasion.
Imagine they were actually like, could kill you.
They
Well, they
can,
They
and
do.
they do
They
sometimes.
kill people.
Same.
But they mistake because you're not trying to kill them.
If I go out by bee stings, bro, I'd be fucking miserable.
Look at your thing.
Wow.
See?
You didn't even know.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Look at you talking smack about the bees.
Look at you drinking their life right away.
Take that.
Humanity is
Ecosystem.
a threat. How about that?
Yeah.
Oh.
I wanted to talk about something else today with you. I wanted to
ahead.
confront you.
Let's go. Well, you keep confronting me, but it's
Yeah,
not
nothing
really a
really happened.
confrontation.
So you're acting.
I had something I was allergic to.
Your energy was sky high.
Yeah. I think
It's
I'm
crashing.
a little tired.
I could see it.
And the coffee is like, meow. But I'm trying not to be.
It's making me upset. So I'm just gonna fucking surprise you with something.
I love it. I love it. I need to do like jumping jacks or something.
I know you think I forgot about this. I didn't forget about this. We went out to a dinner one day. Do you know where this is going?
I've never.
We were with a
had
group.
A meal with
We
you.
were with a group. That's a lie. That's a blatant lie.
I wonder if I. No, I don't.
You showed up late.
I've never been late, so this is 2 lies right off the bat.
He can't accept.
Can't admit it, huh?
Katie always says that. You can't be wrong. Can't be wrong. Yes, I can be wrong. See?
See? There it is. No, you showed up late to the dinner. So strike one. Okay.
Fair.
You don't say hi. Strike two. And then you launch into basketball talk. Do you remember this?
Mm-mm.
You don't remember this?
More
Birthday
oh
party.
my God. Yes,
See?
I do.
See?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
So I just wanted to get your side of the story before I go into my side of the story.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
That's all I'm.
All right. You got my energy up.
Uh-oh. I knew it.
All right. So
I just want to know your side.
first of all, I was feeling very playful that evening.
That's what it was playful.
I was playful.
Okay.
I was in a great mood. I was late because I was working.
You were working.
11 hours that day.
He worked.
You didn't. You had a day off. But you guilt me because I'm late. Like I'm. Because the way you spun the story
Yeah,
just now.
that is fucked, actually.
Roll the
That's
tape
messed
back.
up.
He was like, came in late, didn't say hi. Yeah, I did. And there were multiple people. I did say hi.
To them.
And just because you.
To them.
First of all, stop. We're dating. Come on. I say hi to you.
Okay.
And then I'm all over the place. I'm feeling gregarious at this point.
That's the word. Gregarious. That's what you were.
I was.
Gregarious.
And I felt good.
Cartoonish almost.
Usually I'm kind of anxiety ridden.
Yeah, you were very
social anxiety.
You were very alive.
I felt great.
Yeah.
Because I was genuinely happy to be there. Mm-hmm. Now, then we start talking.
Can I add one thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was genuinely like waiting for you to I was like, oh man, I can't wait till Adam gets here.
I felt that
So
way.
just know that's where I'm coming from.
I felt
in
that.
this story. That's the
felt
place
that.
I'm coming from.
Now, the other thing is when it's Ariel and it's Manu, I have this fun, playful, like
Here we go.
trash talky.
Yeah, the trash. Yeah.
Here we go.
Yep.
Energy.
Here we go.
But I do it really to make Ariel laugh.
Okay.
And I really like making Ariel laugh. And for some reason, when I'm around him, I'm funny. I'm like really. If he was my only audience member, I'd be the greatest stand-up comedian that ever existed. Like I don't know what it is. He pulls something great out, and I'm just like, oh, I'm so funny.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just like stroking me. He's like, you're great. You're funny, but you're not. But
He is.
anyway,
He's doing that.
So I felt really. He is.
Just kidding.
So I felt funny, and but I already was harboring resentment for you because. Stroll, like just go all the way back through all these podcast episodes because people kept going, hey, I think Dave. No. I listen. I listen. Because when I'm here, you're very much, so it's
Yeah.
But when I'm not here, you're like, nah, I'd bust his ass. Like that's your attitude. And Mikey's been here for all 38. So if I'm wrong,
I gotta.
Mike, keep it real. Keep it real.
Since I'm always here,
Uh-huh.
I gotta vouch for that.
Wow. So, okay, picking sides, dude.
we're still on the. Oh, you're gonna leave me hanging? We're still going. I'm still with you. You confronted me. You're gonna get the truth.
I want the truth. I want the
All
truth.
right. So that's how I came into this. So I'm harboring a little bit of resentment.
That's fucked up.
He can't handle it. Tom Cruise. No. Jack Nicholson.
No, bro.
Hey,
no.
You can't handle the truth. So then I stroll up. I'm feeling very playful.
Man.
I have resentment, but it's fun.
I knew it.
So then Jim looks at me.
I fucking knew it.
He starts talking about like, he said something about basketball.
Yep.
And then, so that brought it up. Now, you and I, after the last podcast episode,
Uh-huh.
this is my side now. You ain't going to interrupt?
I'm not saying that. I didn't say anything.
You hush now. So last time we wrapped the podcast, nobody knows about this. We went. Are you talking? We went.
Oh, wow.
Mic mute. No, I'm kidding. We went to the park.
We did.
And now after we got out of this little session, he starts saying a little bit of jib jab. I'm saying, okay.
Jib jab.
He said, I'm a little. I think I'm better than you. And I said, okay, you're wrong. Please tell me how. Well, no argument.
Wait a second.
Whoa,
You
whoa,
can't just
whoa,
fucking
wait.
say.
I'm not done.
I didn't say.
You're gonna get your turn. So then
true.
I say,
That's
let's
true.
break
Just wait.
it down.
You gotta wait.
Let's break it down. So then I broke it down into ball handling. What did we decide? Who's better?
Are you asking or?
You can speak.
I'll speak for both of us, and then you can rebut.
Fair.
So I said, who's better at ball handling? You said, you are. I said, okay. I said, who's better at passing?
You're wrong. You're wrong already.
He's talking.
You're wrong already.
Handle it. Dude, we need a judge in here, dude.
Go ahead.
Order.
So
I said, who's better at passing? You were like, me, meaning Dave. And I was like, no, that's my strength. If I'm best at anything, it's passing. And you were like, no. I said, okay, fine. I said, what about shooting? What about shooting? And you were like, me. And I said, you're out of your mind. You're actually delusional. So then it got so heated that we went to a court afterwards. I said, let's put your money where your mouth is, Valina. Went to the court, and what did we do? We did a little 3-point shootout. We did 3 games. We shot 75 threes.
3 games or 4 games?
3 games. Every single game, you'll have your turn. We had every single game. We went around the world. We went 5 in the corner, 5 in the not the
top of the key. It's called.
No, in between the top of the key and the corner. Then we did 5 on the top. It's not really free throw line extended on this side and that side. 5 spots, 5 times, 25. Right, 25 shots in each game. 75 shots total. Now I should have written it down, but I beat his ass in every single game.
I can't wait, dog.
Because so much so that I saved his text tone as the brick sound every time he shot. Ga-gong. So every time he texts me, that's what it is. Ga-gong. So I won every single game. And then I said, and we were jeans and all, and we were in Jersey turf. We weren't even in Texas.
Unreal.
Jersey turf. Unreal. And so I said, okay, so you admitted I was better at ball handling.
I can't believe you're skewing the story.
Somehow can't admit that I'm better at passing, even though that's my strength. And then I beat you, and the numbers don't lie, in shooting. So who's the better baller? He was like, oh, I hate you, dude. And I said, it's all in good fun, competition. I still got you back. I love you so much. And then what did he do? In the middle of that, we start fooling around. I shoot 5 shots. He shoots 5 shots. He records it. And in this little mini game of 5 and 5, I made 2, he made 3. And he recorded it. And he goes, guess what I'm going to do? Guess what I'm going to do? I got proof now that I'm better. And I said, don't do that. And he was like, no. So then we sit down and Jim's like, oh, basketball, your boy. And I said, oh yeah. And I looked at him and said, we both know, right? Wow. And he goes, no, I got proof. I got proof. I'll tell y'all, I beat him. Look, see? And I said, oh, really, no Dave? Way. Oh, really? You did. And so then, remember I had that little resentment because of the podcast? So now I got double resentment because he really is doing it when I said, don't do it. Yeah.
You want it all, don't you?
I can't, dude. I can't.
You want it all, don't you?
Give me the rock, boy. So then I was like, no, I really don't care. It's fun. It's hilarious to me. It's competition, blah, blah, blah. Now, if you would have met me when I was 14 years old, I would have fought you because I was crazy.
That was, you don't care?
I was silly. So then you were like, no, I feel like I really hurt Adam when I did it. And I was like, no. I feel like I really hurt your feelings. And like, I think behind our backs, we were like, I think I really made him mad. But we were both like, we don't really care. But now you're confronting me. And now we're both on the podcast. Yeah. And now it's your turn. So that's my side. That's my side. Now you can talk.
Okay. So I'll start.
Are you kidding? No.
I'll start from the after the podcast. I say, oh, there's a court. You want to go shoot around? You want to fuck around and shoot around? He's like, yeah, let's do it. I was like, cool. We go to the court. He wants to. He starts asking me questions about who's better at what. Who's the better shooter? Who's the better? You're right on with that. You asked me who's the better shooter. I said, I don't fucking know. I said, probably you. You say, who's the better passer? I was like, could be me. This is how I'm answering the questions. I'm not like, me, like he's saying. I didn't do that. In your fucking eyes, I did that. I didn't do that. And then the passing, shooting, dribbling. And I said, you. Okay? I said, you. This is where the resentment comes from. So we play the games, whatever. Adam beats me out in the shooting competition, as he should. He's a shooter. Okay, there's different positions in basketball. I didn't grow up a shooter. He grew up shooting fucking 200 shots before he left the gym. Is it fair? Fair.
I was a point guard. I was a playmaker.
But you shot
and I
the
shot
ball very well.
40%.
You shot he's a very good shooter.
From 3.
And I accept that. And I never disputed that, but I wanted to play you.
Except beforehand when you said you're a better shooter.
I never.
Go ahead though. I had my turn. You go.
See?
Go ahead.
So we play the game. He wins, right? And then I say, well, let's do one more from the corner. Okay, cool. I film it. I beat him.
Why'd you film it, though?
Did I win or did I not win?
You won in that little game of 5, yes.
Don't call it a little game.
It was a little game in comparison to the 75 shots.
But
my time.
I have a question. Why did you film it?
Don't take his side.
No, why did you film it?
Because I wanted to just have proof. I think
good. There's an intention behind that.
I felt good. I had this little thing. I haven't shown anybody.
Mikey's got a.
I haven't shown anybody
For the truth.
I haven't shown anybody.
This is
for me. It's for me.
Dude.
It's for me.
Personal rec. So,
can I tell my side of the story?
Okay, sure.
Unreal.
Yeah.
You guys are fucking teaming up on me.
No.
Because me and Mikey hang out every day.
That's why you're not. That's why. Whatever.
No, I'm not. I'm just doing.
It got hot in here.
So, play the game. I have the little clip. Ha ha ha. It's funny. It's funny. I thought, I liked edging him. I made him fucking upset. He got like all ticked off. It was funny. Why are you laughing at that, dude? Wait. Don't say anything. So fast forward to dinner. Now we're at this dinner, right? It's a birthday party. Again, I'm excited because Adam ain't there yet. And I'm like, oh, my boy's coming, bro. My fucking man, my dude. He's coming. And I'm like looking at Kate. I'm like, yo, is he almost doing that? And like, so I'm excited. I'm talking to Ariel, talking to Manu. It's fun. Night's great. I'm having a good time. I feel like good in my outfit. I feel good in my choices.
All right.
We're eating Greek food. I'm on my diet, but I'm eating good food. And Adam strolls in and he's late. He's later than he said he'd be. And I'm like, that's okay. He probably caught some traffic on the train or something. But he's there, and I'm excited still. Now he daps up Manu, daps up Aaron. What's up, dog? I am William. And I'm like, yo. And then he's like, oh. And then he daps me up, right? And I'm like, whoa, that's weird. Then he cruises around, says hi to everybody else, gives them all daps, sits down on his throne, and he starts consuming food that Katie's prepared for him, right? Since he's late to the party, which is fine. Not upset. But then I hear him and Jim talking about basketball, right? Jim brings it up. True. You're right. And he launches into, yeah, what happened on the court? And just fucking looks at me like this.
All right.
Now there's 20 other people on the other side of the table. I don't know. So now I'm and he's yelling. You're yelling. Fair?
Probably.
You did you? Okay. It was a scene, dude.
That's my name.
It was a moment happening in the restaurant. I'm pretty sure the other tables were looking. It was loud. And he starts launching into, who's the better pass again? Who's the better passer? Who's the better shooter? Who's the better ball handler?
Oh, now the tables turned though.
And he goes, and then I go through and I say, and now I'm upset. Now I'm upset because now everyone's fucking looking at us, and I'm humbly saying to him, Adam, you're the better shooter. You're the better passer.
Oh man,
you're probably the better dribbler. Obviously,
that's actually kind of dark, dude.
And
good.
The whole thing of like we it's so fucked up, but we rate ourselves out of 5, right? Like who's better talent wise. And now I'm humbly saying again. Ask Manu. I can't wait. I can't fucking wait till Manu's on this podcast. I can't fucking wait. You're gonna watch this again. I said to Manu, I said, listen, and I was upset, dude. I was upset. And you and Jim were teaming up. Everyone was fucking coming at me, and I took it because I love you, and I accepted that. Even though he was throwing it in my fucking face over my fucking grilled chicken, dude. He was throwing it in my face. And I took it in front of all these people, and I was like, listen, it's probably Adam or Manu, one of the two. Then Ariel, me, and Nick. 4 or 5. Could go either way. I said, talent-wise, that's probably how it goes. Now, I said that. I said that out loud. In the midst of this fucking tornado of you coming down on me and fucking ripping on me in front of everybody, right? I said, you're the more talented player. But I said in basketball, in a one-on-one game, anything could happen. That was my point. And it's a fair point.
That makes sense.
And I gave him that, and he still, don't roll your eyes. After I gave you that, you still pushed more. And you were like, you did, dude. You pushed more, and you fucking said like, oh yeah, but I'm 1. I was like, well, yeah, you and Manu could be 1 or 2, right? Like it could be Manu, because Manu's. You're like, yeah, but I should be 1. And I was like, I get it, because I'm competitive too. I get it. It's my turn. I get it. Now, I feel like I took the role of the bad guy in this fucking story. Obviously, you guys are teaming up with me. I'm going to look like the antagonist.
You made your bed.
Humbly, I said to Adam, and that's true, and you could agree, that's truth, that I said you're the more talented player. I never pushed it. But I do have proof that in 5 shots from the corner.
This is all the proof we needed.
Dude,
so now you be the judge. Based on that, dude, what do you think?
Dude, you can come to your own conclusions, okay?
How psycho was that last thing you just said?
I said it to get under your skin, bro.
Worked.
So I harbored some resentment. I'm glad I got to express that to you from that dinner.
I didn't back down. I
You're
definitely disagree with certain things. No.
This is where you apologize.
I'm not apologizing.
Well, you can just say you're sorry, and then we're moving past it.
We can move past it for sure.
I think
I'm not saying sorry.
Just say it. Just say you're sorry, and then we're good. You blew me up in front of 20 people. I didn't know.
Hold on.
You blew me up in front of 20 people. I didn't know.
Because that ain't how it went.
That's exactly how it went.
It's not.
You know what it is?
You started doing what you did just now with this at the table, and you know you didn't.
Ooh.
But did I show anything?
You didn't have a chance to because I ba. Because I'm loud.
You know what it is? You guys are both equally shitty.
You know what's funny? That's probably more true than anything we said. That's
so
what's
you guys
funny.
should just accept it.
Then that's what we can't do. We can't accept that we're just not that good anymore.
Can't accept it. Can't accept
I
it,
used
dude.
to be pretty good.
Used to be
and
pretty
now
solid.
I'm not, and I can't accept it.
I trained all
If I can
summer.
at least be better than you,
I trained all
then I
summer.
feel better about myself.
Yeah.
Because you're pretty good.
If I don't get smoked by you, it's a win. If I edge you out a point or two.
I'll say this. I never smoked you. It was never like an obvious victory in these shooting games. And when we've played together, we're always on the same team.
Yes.
But when we've played together, it's never been like, oh, he's definitely better and he's like not good.
No.
Never.
That's just competition. You guys are competitive.
That's
It's
all
just
it is.
incredibly competitive. Just take back what you did at dinner.
I would never do that. As iron sharpens iron, one man sharpens another. That's all we are.
If it was, I'm just gonna say this, dude, and you be the judge now. If it was me, I would apologize, and we can move forward. I love you,
Let me try to really think about it real quick before we move on.
Mike. You had a question?
What would be the right thing to do? Should I apologize for what? For what?
Work it out.
What was my part in this? I was definitely boastful.
I feel
I
like
was
you guys,
harboring resentment. And I felt like you were dishonest, so I felt like it was easier for me to. That's not my part.
but you brought it up.
No, Jim brought it up.
Jim brought it
And
up.
then
Oh, but
It's Jim's fault.
So
yeah, but you threw that on him.
no, but I didn't just
Thank
immediately.
you.
Well, he wasn't there, but because I disagree with your assessment of the way it went down.
Okay.
But I will apologize for being boastful,
Okay.
harboring resentment,
Okay.
and being obnoxious.
I'll accept that.
I was definitely.
fair.
I'll accept
fair.
that.
I like it.
That's
Let's move forward.
Look in the eye.
Damn.
Thank you. I love you.
Hey man, I love you too.
I love you.
wow. That's 150 for the therapy session.
Woo!
That's 150. Okay. So Katie's gonna Venmo.
Oh, I got a Venmo, Katie.
All right, I want
At Katie Barbary, Venmo her if you.
Yes, please. Oh my goodness.
Whatever you can
actually
do.
not a bad idea.
Just do it.
That's not a bad idea.
Thank you.
Venmo me, bro. Venmo Mike. Fuck, that'd be nice.
Never even thought about asking
Yeah,
for handouts.
damn.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I wanna bring something
Don't
up.
tell him what to do.
I want to bring something up. All right, calm down.
You're right.
Have you guys ever heard or ever like I don't know of non-duality? So my brother brought this up to me.
Non-duality.
My brother brought this up to me after I went to him and I told him I wasn't having a really good day.
Uh-huh.
And I
Shout
was
out to
thinking
Sebastian.
about this was actually after. Remember when we hung out after work that
Saturday.
one night? Yes,
Oh, after work.
after work that one night.
Friday.
Yes, and we're talking about a lot of deep things. Right?
Yep.
Thought about a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and I started going in a darker place. But I kind of got out of it through what this was,
Okay.
which is really complicated. I feel like you would kind of vibe with this. Probably you too.
He
But
will.
basically, let's bring it.
We settled it.
So think of the word duality, right?
Right.
There's two,
Right.
right?
Yes.
And non-duality.
Uh-huh.
Right.
So it's one. So basically the thought is, so this is it's like a Buddhist teaching that it refers to the mature state of consciousness in which the dichotomy of, they call it I other, which is like everything else and you is kind of like the same thing.
Okay.
So you're all one. The world is one, basically.
Oh, it's kind of like that egg story, dude.
I don't eat eggs.
Did I tell you that? The egg story?
No.
All right,
Go ahead, do your thing.
That what they call I other is transcendent, and awareness is described as centerless.
Awareness is centerless.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said centerless. I was like, oh.
Yeah,
No, go ahead.
centerless.
Got you.
The human experience of oneness with all things, a sense of connection to and identity with the entire universe.
Okay.
So one of the ways that I found was really interesting, because it's really it's kind of like a paradox kind of thing,
right?
With a lot of things that we talk about, even some things you bring up.
Yeah.
But I found this example really interesting. It says, think of a movie screen. The images are projected on the screen and one can get entirely lost in the movie in reality. Right? But in reality, it's just a screen. Right?
Yeah.
And before and after, it's still a screen.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
yeah. The image is projected.
It's unchanged.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's really weird.
This is I'm trying to
it's tough.
Trying to take this in.
This is good. I wish Eric seen it. If Eric Graves were here, he would know, because he's
he's
a Buddhist.
Yeah.
It made me think of like,
shout out.
I was trying to like really like understand, because it's really hard with these, like, different teachings.
Yeah.
But like when you think about it, it's like how we talk about we're all in this world together, right?
Yes.
And a lot of the time we think we're just this one person against this whole world. Right? We're like separated.
Yeah.
Into like two things. It's us and the world.
Yes.
Right? So we have a constant like battle. Everything's against us sometimes.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But really, if we like a like meditation they do is they tell you to just stop and like focus on one thing and like realize the existence of like what that is. Like that book right there is there, and like you're aware right now, right?
In this mortal coil,
right?
Yeah, there it is.
And think of that book. It's like aware of you two. You're both aware.
Whoa. Okay.
Right.
But that book is.
The idea of like human, like whatever thought,
doesn't
like consciousness, as in like just being, right?
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
I
think that book is there.
Book's
right?
there. Yep.
You notice it.
Yep.
There's a hand sanitizer on the desk.
Yep.
It's there.
Yep.
Everything else in the room you can look at and be like, we're all there, right? And this is all like a screen. This is all like in this one area.
Okay.
And we're all part of the same thing.
We're taking it.
Right?
Okay.
And all this shit can happen.
Okay.
But like in the end, we're all kind of going through the same. I don't know. I'm trying to piece it together.
Yeah. This is.
You know what I mean?
I'm interested in what he's got to say. Like, is it this story I read? I don't know if it is exactly this.
Yeah.
It's the idea of the story was. It's called The Egg. Shout out Stevie again. We were talking to Stevie about life that day. So shout out Stevie. Sent it to me, and he was it's a story about basically like a man dies, and he's like with this being after he dies, and he's going through all these things of like he has a ton of questions. Obviously, he gets hit by a car. First thing, he's like talking to this entity, and he's like, am I dead? Yes. How'd I die? Hit by a car. Well, what about my family? Well, they're gonna do great without you. Like your wife was thinking about breaking up with you, and she's gonna do great things. And like your kids didn't know you as like anything but this perfect man. So perfect, you're already out, and like you can't hurt them anymore. It's like, oh shit. Okay. Well, where am I? Kind of goes into that. Where am I going? Kind of goes into that. And then by the end of the story, the whole thing is he's asking these questions about like his identity is like, I am this individual, unlike the others, kind of like this duality thing, right? Like where it's me and then it's you. But this entity is saying, this God figure is saying, you're actually put into life to grow, right? That's the point. And the truth is that you're growing. You live every life that was ever lived on this planet. Before, like I take you somewhere else, right? Before you're like me. He goes, what he's saying is like, I am Dave, right? But I am also Mike. I go back as Mike.
Yeah.
So you living right now, and it's weird, but he's like, you living this life right now is me actually living this life right now. So we're the same, we're one. And like,
that's exactly what it is.
You're me in another life, but like we're living it together, but because time isn't like a thing. It was weird, man, but I think the point was to put a different lens on the person reading, saying like, basically treat others as you would like to be treated, and walk through life as if it's you're dealing with, you know, instead of like some other entity or some other person, some other human. It's like, it's you living that life.
Yeah.
So be kind, treat yourself like you would treat yourself kinder. So treat them kinder, and like they need help, reach out, because that's you actually who needs help. It was cool. It was just,
I think a lot of what this tries to achieve is like to deal with the, like when you're going through things yourself, right? But because of other things, of other people or other things that happen in your life. Yeah. And like by like extracting yourself from being like all these things are against you, it's saying that like if you really look at it from far, it's like you're both in this position. Yeah. Right? And a lot of the things that we like think are actually like affecting us maybe aren't. And I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out still. Yeah. There's a couple quotes that I watched like a long ass doc. Yeah.
Before you go into it?
Yeah.
After the talk, you said you were like in a darker place after the talk? Like you went home and like you were having a hard time, and that's why your brother reached out with this stuff?
I think it was from after like talking about those things. Yeah. I started thinking about more deeply.
We were just talking about like, basically like the things that hold us back, and like
I guess I was thinking about that stuff, but I was thinking about it alone. Yeah. I think that's what got me
isolation.
Gone. Yeah. So then I had to start thinking about this. But this one quote by Mark Twain, the OG.
Oh, shout out.
I felt this. He said, my life has been full of disasters, most of which have never happened.
Oh, that's good. We always talk about that.
Where's the war, dude?
Exactly.
That's what I felt.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
awesome. What I connected, because it's like...
That's why you seem so peaceful today.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a direct reflection of that quote.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like you're living that.
You're living the cognizance of that truth.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I don't know, man. When you think about it,
it's true.
There's so much shit that you think is going on.
It's true.
Yeah,
but like none of it.
What is actually happening? True. What's actually happening?
You don't even know.
Yeah. There's a book on the shelf. There's some sanitizer. You're alive. Me and him are here.
And that's all like what the reality that I make it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's my screen. 100. Of everything I take in, and that's how I take it in, and that's what I put out.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful quote. That's like striking.
Yes.
Yeah. How often do you build a thing up when you're isolated and like just in my own brain, like this person hates me,
big time,
and I'm never gonna get what I want, and it's all created in your mind. None of it is actually like materialized in this moment, right? It's just you creating this like craziness. How many disasters that have not happened? Like, truly.
That's true.
Shout out Mark again, bro.
Yeah. Another thing I watched this whole like video on it. There's like a lecture about this whole topic. And another thing he was asking like a lot of people when they try to find themselves, they ask like, who am I? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like but when you think about like who am I? It's like you're kind of searching for a different thing. You know what I mean? And they kind of state that you should ask like, what am I instead? Okay. You know, like what makes actually you? Because I feel like if you're asking who am I, it's kind of like who are you like, or who do you want to be like? And maybe that like, you know, the comparison maybe like affects the way you answer that,
right?
Or the way you think of yourself,
right?
Instead of thinking of like solely of what like is inside me.
Yeah.
Right.
I like that.
Me too.
What would the lecture conclude? Like that's what you should do. Focus on the what.
Yeah, it's just like I guess the end all is like being more conscious of like that. It centers around that like oneness of like you are, I guess, what you're putting out. Yeah. So like the world is kind of yours. You're one with the world because whatever you're putting in or getting in is like what you're putting out, and that's all one thing. Yeah. Right. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Right.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna end it on that.
Okay.
Sebastian, if I got that all wrong, please send in a video explanation, because that'd be great.
Please do, bro.
That's what I got from it.
Love you, Seabass. Got me feeling good. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that.
Thought-provoking.
That's making me think a lot. What is some of like something that's going on in your life right now that you're willing to share that like is a motivating force in your life? Something that's like inspiring you right now in life. Like one thing, if you could get specific about one thing. Anything. I feel like music is huge with you. This country stuff.
Yeah.
But it could be anything.
Yeah, music has really always been the thing.
Yeah, me too.
Where it just never fails to be almost a vessel for what I feel is like God reaching me and trying to communicate to me. Because I'm very open when I'm listening to music, and I don't have really any ulterior motive. And I think it goes back to that non-duality stuff. And I was watching this country music documentary that's on PBS that Ken Burns made, obviously. And we were talking about it earlier. I was crying a lot watching it. It's like 16 hours. It's amazing. Oh, wow. And there was a quote on there that was talking about songwriting. And they said that when an artist gets it right for themselves, they get it right for everybody.
Whoa.
And it blew my mind. I just started screaming in my apartment when I heard that. And I think it goes right back to that non-duality.
How do you get it right as an artist? How do you get it right for yourself?
Well, I think what's most personal is most universal. And,
dude, this made me think of when I was working on the speech today, and we were bouncing around feedback at the end, and I was like, someone said, "Well, what is she to you?" I was like, I don't really know, blah blah blah. And then like working it out, and I was like speaking about what she was to me, at least in the circumstance. And then it kicked up this like thing in me I wasn't expecting. And I was like, that's Dave's real person that he's speaking to in this moment. Like, and then it was like, well, why didn't I do that? That was the next question. I was like, oh, I just didn't want to touch it. Like artistically, I wasn't willing to like find the real place that it's coming from and the real person, and then like connect. Like it was so funny, dude. I like didn't realize that I was just like, I'm gonna do this much work and like I'm gonna connect that much to it. Yeah. When I almost knew what the answer was, if I just went a little bit farther and spoke it out and like dug a little bit deeper. Yeah. And I was like, oh wow, I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, because I think
that was the specific.
It's interesting when you're an actor, a writer, you make music, you play instruments, the work is not something that you can grab onto. And so a lot of times it sounds self-indulgent or whatever to like put a day's work in, and I'm like, oh, sweated it out. And I can't go there. It's so hard for me. People are like, what are you talking about? But I think when you commit to something as deep as some sort of spiritual truth you're trying to communicate to someone else, that's some heavy lifting. Most people don't dive that deep. Yeah. Because the response to something so deep, and a lot of times it's pain or trauma, is to usually run away from it because it's fear. That's terrifying. I'm not looking at that. I was doing the same thing. I was working on this speech with Katie, and it's such a well-written speech. So I really wanted to give all of myself to it so that I could make the right choices that would bring out the truth in me expressing it for whoever was there. That's what acting is. And so I was like, all right, my job is to be as truthful as possible. I've worked on this. I've connected myself to it. And now I'm going to do it. And we'll see what we got. So I did it. And it was all right. And Katie was like, it doesn't seem like it's connected to the real thing. What I was expressing in this thing was that I had lost my purpose. And in the speech, I'm a doctor who's incredibly gifted, incredibly accomplished, who has lost my purpose in work. And when you connect yourself to a purpose, that's a really pure thing. And I think that's why music reaches me so much, because when artists open themselves up for a song to come out of them, they're trying to connect to that thing that's most personal so that it can be most universal. And they're trying to get it right for themselves so they can get it right for everybody. Yeah. I was like, what do you mean? I was all mad because I had done so much work, but she was right. And I didn't understand why I wasn't quite there. And she was like, you just need to drill a little bit deeper. And I was afraid to hit that oil, you know?
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to get
the Daniel playing field.
I didn't want to get it all over me. I didn't want to feel that. And as soon as I hit it, ping.
Yep.
I just sobbed. And
it's so crazy.
Wow. And so I didn't want to feel that. Most of us try to run from those feelings. And we know that if you drill deep enough, you're going to hit it.
Yep.
Well, that's uncomfortable. And we don't like to be uncomfortable. At least I don't. I certainly don't.
No, we do.
High pain tolerance, low tolerance for discomfort.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel that way. And so a lot of times the human instinct is like, don't do that. Don't ask that. Don't go there.
Yeah.
And out of fear, we go the other way. As artists, your job, I don't have to actually drill to the bottom of the earth. You know, there's some working hazards, you know, conditions are a little bit dangerous, but we're talking about my humanity. It's ethereal. It's hard to reach it.
It's so hard.
But it's just as, if not more, painful to feel that. And it's the stuff we all try to get away from. And that a lot of the behaviors are showing us, these are all just fear-based behaviors because I can't acknowledge this truth.
Yeah.
And that's what that was for you today. That's what it was for me the other day. And that's what it is for all, I think, artists who are trying to seek the truth. If you're pursuing a purpose that's that purely supposed to be yours to pursue, you're going to get to that place that's really painful and uncomfortable. But if you're willing to stick it out, what you'll have is confidence because you got through the fear and you survived. The fear will get a little bit smaller. And what you'll have is hopefully something there for someone else to see and to feel like that's
really what it is.
That's what it is. And it's right into the non-duality thing. We're not against each other.
100%.
We're the same.
That's so well said, dude, because that's what it is. Yeah. You do all this work, you mine, you go to the uncomfortable place, you explore that place, you express it from that place. And it is tough, dude. It's heavy lifting. It's not easy. Like, it seems easy. It's really, if you do it that way, it is not easy. Your natural instinct will be to like close it up, run away, do something else, survive. Like, don't go there. Don't go there. You mine enough, you find it, and you realize that is exactly what I need to connect to with this. That is what this author like hoped that somebody would connect to while working on this playwright or whatever. And if you can express it in the moment, from that place, you are giving a piece of yourself to another person, hopefully, who will see it. And that is the passing of the torch with the art. Yes. That is the possible like spark awakening in another person who says, I don't know what that is, man, but I felt that too. I felt that too. And your job's done if you do that. Your job's done. I wanted to say this, dude, because it's so weird that you were talking about kind of like the limitations we set for ourselves in this art thing, this ethereal thing, and like breaking through that, and like finding where they're at and exploring and mining. This is Johnny Cash, dude.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. And yeah.
Wait, what?
To love who you are and what you do, and to have faith in your ability to do it, you've got to know your limitations. I don't know what your limitations are. I found out what mine were. I found out there weren't too many limitations if I did it my way. It goes back to what we were talking about today, I think it came from this. When I brought up to you, like, you know, in life we kind of ask for permission. We're told, like, can I have the cookie? And your mom's like, no, dinner's almost served. Okay. Can I go? Yeah, sure. And you learn to ask for permission, right? Like, that's how you grow up. And in your art, I've seen and I've done a lot of work where it's like in the beginning, especially like where I've held myself back, not gone to the places I know I could go, not mined as far as I could, been afraid to behave a certain way in front of people because I was asking for permission through my art. I was asking for like, is it okay is anyone going to be upset if I do this? And like, nobody gives a fuck really, you know? The truth is like, there's no rules. In this ethereal arty thing. It's you, right? And we're all the same, we're all together, and we're one. but like you're trying to express a thing, and there's no rules. There is no set way of doing this thing. It is you finding a way to do it. It is your expression, right? Doing it his way, man. Like he found that there's some places he could go and like was burned for that, you know? And it's like, I don't know. I've tested the waters and like explored places I can go, and like I found places I can find through like digging, and sometimes I get burned and then I retreat, and then like I dig into this new wave, this new circumstance, or, you know, this new type of scene. And it's like, okay, can I get there? What do I have to do to get there? And I'll try anything. On set, if I have to go fucking talk to that garbage can in the corner, I shouldn't be like, what are they, you know, is everyone okay with how am I going to look if you're putting yourself in a corner with your art, dude? You're holding yourself back in a major way.
Yeah, you do.
It's a weird thing.
You do 99% of the work. And if that last 1% lacks the faith and trust,
yes, faith,
it was all ultimately for nothing.
Yep.
Because if you are ever dishonest as an actor, your job's to be truthful.
Yep.
If you're ever dishonest, you rob the movie, the story, the play, the opportunity for the truth to exist in the moment.
Yes. Yes.
If that's your calling, if that's your purpose, you've invested how many years trying to do this? You've talked to how many people? You've auditioned how many times? For what? For the last moment to be? No. Nope. So you learn to live with the results because you did it the right way.
Yep.
For me, that's so difficult, but the alternative is way more painful.
Oh, but you had to learn that.
Opportunity.
You had to learn that. No? Fair to say?
100%. Because I'm a fearful guy.
Same. I'm quite fearful.
Scared.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
But I went through taking that easy road, and it hurt.
Yeah. The watching back of what you've done when you're like dirt, when you're dude. No, but when you're like when you're like, I hope this is what they want, or I have no faith in my ability right now, even though I've done 99% of the work and I'm here now, and you cannot do this thing unless you say, oh, I'm confident in what I got. I'm confident that whatever's going to happen in this moment is going to happen. It's life. It's once. That's it. If it's, and I have faith in like whatever is going to come is going to come. I've worked from a place that is not that, man. You go back and look and you can see the clear line where the work was prior to that, or where my missteps happened like before, and like the way of working in this new space. It's so fucking nuts, Mike. It's weird, bro. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because you're working with human matter. Like you're working with all the stuff that makes us who we are. You know, a lot of times the stuff that we're trying to understand, utilize, see if this is the right thing to do or not, a lot of the time, you know, that's the stuff that can really take lives.
Yeah.
So it's really dishonoring to say that an artist in pursuit of the truth isn't really doing any work when the thing that we're pursuing has taken bodies. Like, you know, this is real stuff.
Yep.
People really struggle, man. And if you felt from something that you have been called to pursue something, I think it's your duty to really strive for that in service of others, so that they can maybe, you know, when they purchase a ticket or watch your movie screen, they can go, I'm not alone. Yeah. Wow, man, I'm not alone. You rob the moment of being able to exist if you cop for fear at the last minute. And that's much more painful than going, well, it was a bit of a misfire, but at least I didn't lie. And we all know how valuable it is to those few pieces of art that have really touched us. Oh my God. You can't put a price on someone helping you or reminding you that you're not alone. Yeah. Put a price on it.
You cannot.
You can't, dude. So much worth the pursuit, even if I fail every time.
Yeah.
At least I tried.
Yeah.
That's so noble. And it's good. Yeah, it's a good service.
Yeah.
And if that's your calling, you know, some people's callings is real estate, whatever.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yes, it is.
I'm giving someone a home,
service.
just like It's a Wonderful
dude.
Life. I'm satisfying a human urge
Yes.
to give your home to your family.
Yeah.
We're putting people in homes. Like, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But if you pursue it fearfully or selfishly, you can just be part of that narrative or that chorus line that's saying, we're all against each other.
Yeah.
Dog eat dog. I'm against you. You're against me. I'm going to eat your throat. And it's like, competition exists, but we can sharpen each other with competition. We don't have to eat each other. Scary. That's what All My Sons is about.
Yeah.
We have this
You got to read that.
this soldier, fought in World War II, brothers in arms. I die for you, you die for me. That's the agreement. You hold guys in your arms who have died. This is real stuff. Yep. This isn't a fantasy.
Yep.
Comes back, post World War II, joins the business that his dad was in, and sees that everybody's out to kill each other to buy the next nice fridge. And something in his spirit is saying, this is wrong. This is wrong. How could I have gone from I'll die for you to
watching your friends die for you
to I'm going to kill you so that I move up? He's like, what's up with that? What's wrong with that? To me, it's an attitude. It's a mindset. It's what you're saying. You were in this dark place. Your response to darkness was, there's got to be some light in here.
Yeah.
Your brother, who you love purely, said, I feel like it's this. And you were like, whoa, that feels right.
Yeah.
Well, why? And then you've been trying to pursue it and figure it out and understand it and discuss it. And what we're finding is there is something to that. We are together in this. We don't have to kill each other to survive, you know?
Yep.
And it's an awesome reminder to be, other focused as opposed to self-focused, self-seeking.
Yeah.
Every time I've been self-seeking, I've always been more destructive
totally.
to myself and others.
Totally.
Always.
I had a moment talking about acting in like duality, like I'm against you kind of thing. For the actor studio audition, there was this table I was sitting at with Tori, and there was this other group, this other duo, like waiting their turn too. And I felt like this guy's eyes were on me. Like I felt it. Like it's fine, I just felt like they kept coming back to me, and we're like this far apart. It's not very far, fucking 10 feet, not even 8 feet, not even 6 feet. And he just keeps clocking me, and I'm like, what's up? And I'm like, why do I feel like he's scanning or measuring or whatever? That's not. I don't feel very good about feeling that, but that's how I feel. And so I look at him and I catch him doing the scan thing. Okay. And he's like, hey. I'm like, hey, what's up? And he's like, and I'm just, the whole day, all I'm trying to do is just be present and open. And I talked to you about this, just to be like grateful for the opportunity, grateful for the place I am in this moment. Like, and it helped me a lot. And it served me that day, but there was something about this guy measuring with me that I couldn't quite run away from. And so he's measuring. I catch him. He says, hey. I say, hey. He goes, I like your hair. My hair's been fucking crazy. My hair looks crazy. I've just been growing the shit. And I know it didn't look good. So I'm like, I was like, thanks, man. I said, I like, your hair's nice too. I said, that's a very nice thing you said. Thank you. But it was probably, behavior-wise, it was probably not that. It was probably like, what's going on here? And then he kind of launched into like, what are you working on? And we said, and then he said what he's working on. And it was a very like, what are we doing right now? Kind of moment. But I realized like he was very afraid, it seemed like, not prepared, afraid. I could be wrong. This is just what I felt was happening. And I felt like he was trying to push me into a place of uncomfortability with these like jarring things that he was saying to me, like nice hair, and then smiling and laughing at it. It's like, are you trying to throw me up?
I think he's trying to bring you down with him.
That's what it seemed like. There was a lot of fear going on, but again, I don't know him.
Maybe.
It could be just he was a friendly dude who just trying to say nice hair. But his hair was ridiculous. So I was like, it felt like he was pinning himself against me, whereas like I was having like good conversations with other people, and like there's this dude having chapstick, he was putting chapstick on his lips like the same moment I was from across the room, and we were fucking laughing because we caught each other like mid chapstick like apply. Dude, it was the greatest moment. And I was like, oh, this is my brother. Like I felt like connected, you know, right away. But then this dude with the hair, I had a problem with. I was like, I feel like you're pinning yourself against. I feel like you're scanning, judging, and trying to push me into a place of like you against me, where it shouldn't be that.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know. It's just a story I want to tell, but it was just weird. It was a weird experience.
Yeah. Well, I think you can take either attitude in anything you did.
Yes. It was, that was my lens, and I took the screen in that way.
Yeah.
Which probably wasn't the way I should have done it. Yeah.
Yeah. I've done that so many times.
Yeah,
man.
So many times. And it's always like so silly. Like at the beginning of this podcast.
Oh, well, wow.
When I was talking trash to you.
Talking hella trash.
Because I'm better. Go ahead.
Another thing I want to add.
Do your thing, bro. What do you want to add?
From what Adam was saying, I think it's one of like the most amazing things about acting and just like filmmaking in general is, oh no, it left me.
That's okay.
Oh no. It's great. Fuck, I don't know.
No,
what was I going to say?
No pressure.
Shit.
No pressure.
No, there's no pressure. I forgot. Here, we do this.
Okay.
I always try to help people get back there.
My bad.
You'll get back there.
Damn.
You'll find it.
Yeah.
There's a lot I want to say to you too, bro.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today was nice because we got to like take a day.
Yeah.
We haven't had a day to like hang
in a long
so it's been nice. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, there it is.
Sorry.
See? I knew it. I knew it was coming.
The greatest thing is like, it's safe to say that, or I'm going to ask because I'm not an actor, but is it safe to say that going into, you know, a role or something, you start with nothing?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's a good question.
Because
assumption.
How you guys were talking about like everyone kind of either being against each other, or they could have the choice of either going against each other or working together. Mm-hmm. It's like if you guys are all in the same boat of starting at nothing, you know, then I feel like that should be the first instinct, is to work, you know?
Yeah.
Hopefully. It's not always
it's interesting. That's all I got. Yeah,
starting out, would you say 10 years ago, 8 years ago, you brought competitiveness into the acting or no? Or were you very like collaborative and like out the gate, just like, oh, we're all a team, let's work together, I'm gonna get my best if I'm open and vulnerable?
I think I was built and designed and created to definitely be together.
Yeah.
And so there were times where I opted for that one, but I would say probably more often than I'd like to admit, I was just super scared.
Yeah.
And so I would think it's me against you and I'm going to eat your face off, which is a horrible, which is, you know, whatever. It's motivating, but it's a bad attitude.
For this, it is.
For this, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I was in basketball. So
That's
it just translated into acting. I was like, that's how you had to be. But it was also what I didn't recognize all the time was the mutual respect of what is sportsmanship and what is respecting your opponent. I'm going to do my best. I respect you, though. It's just like a minute ago. We're joking.
Yeah.
I don't really... It's basketball.
Yeah.
I don't care as much as I used to about that.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter what it was. It's still silly. But if I respect the opponent and still work hard...
Yeah.
That's where I'd like to be. Like, you know, in acting world, if you look at, you know, 2008, Daniel Day-Lewis, when he did There Will Be Blood, Sean Penn, it was 2007, but Sean Penn saw that and then he did Milk right after that. And it motivated him. I'm sure there was a part of him that was like, I'm gonna get him. It's acting.
Yeah.
We're thespians. We're not competing.
Yeah.
This is silly.
No,
but it sharpened him.
Yes.
Because Daniel Day-Lewis, you can tell, he didn't do it from a selfish place.
Yeah.
He may have gotten things because he was serving that part so well that felt good.
Yeah.
Like any type of service can be. But that wasn't probably the focus.
Yeah.
If it was, you'd probably be able to sniff that out.
Yeah.
I think Sean Penn was like, I'm going to take that too because I know I can do it. But it gave him this sharpness. And I feel like that's how it should be. We're all together. we're all doing our best. And so are millions of projects. And so if someone does something really well, it's like, oh, I want to make a movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's a healthy place to be.
It's I think I started from a place of like the competitiveness, like in basketball, where it was me or you. Thank you. Me or you. And so it was dog eat dog for me in the beginning. It was like, this is mine. This is going to be mine. Like I'm going to smoke you in this. And it wasn't very collaborative until I was there and had it. And then I was like, okay, now I could be, you know, open to you guys and vulnerable instead of like out the gate, just being like, oh, I feel a ton of empathy with this reader. I feel like a ton of empathy for this purpose, you know, wherever I'm at right now, I'm grateful. It was very much like me against the world. And I'm going to take this to my own hands. And like, I'm going to fucking do this. And then it shifted pretty much through Playhouse, to be honest, because then you start opening up, connecting, sharing, people share in return, and you realize, oh, this is the most collaborative fucking thing you can do and should do if you want to help people. Holy shit. Is that okay?
What?
Oh, am I too low or am I okay?
No.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, so it was like a big shift there. But thinking about it now with the competitive side, not competitive, I guess, yeah, but not like in a way that like I want to beat or best. I'll watch Adam work, and there's things that he does while he works sometimes where I'll be like, wow, like that moment was incredible. And like the way he prepares, I've seen him prepare this way, and like I'll use that, or I'll get inspired by that, and it'll make me want to like try something new, go a little bit farther, mine a little bit deeper. Like that's healthy, I think.
Yeah.
You know,
Definitely.
because I respect him and like I love him, and he's pushing the envelope, which makes me want to push the envelope, and not to best him, but to best myself, like see if I can go there too. Yeah, that's what motivates me sometimes. Is like watching, you know, people you admire, people you love, and like out of a place of like empathy and like like respect and like I want him to be dope. And so when I watch him do dope shit, I'm like, fuck yeah. And then it's like, that makes me want to do dope shit, you know, expand a bit, like try new things, challenge myself, push far, you know, again, it's like ethereal. It's like, I'm just saying words, but that heavy lifting work is like, when I see it happen with people I respect and admire, like even people I just know, like, I'm like, oh, I empathize. And now I see like, that motivates me.
Yeah. It takes a lot, I think, for someone to recognize their peers.
Yeah, I think
and
so.
Like be happy for them when they
I think for some people it does. Yeah,
there's not a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
I think you can determine an attitude based on how someone feels about their peers.
Totally.
Yep.
Totally.
And if it's like,
yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That is a more self-seeking attitude.
Yeah.
Yep.
And when I was acting poorly, when I've acted poorly, usually an actor will be like, stuck in my head. That's usually something that people, stuck in my head. And what'd you do? I kept thinking about it. It's like, that's like having a house fire and just pouring more fire on it.
It's waiting.
And it's like, what's the way to get out of your head? Well, the way we work is like the other person's the most important thing.
Resource.
That's
the
good.
best resource.
When you're honest and authentic and truthful, and that's your pursuit, wouldn't you say that people, if you're not wouldn't you say that they're just as important as you are? They're just as human as you are. So wouldn't that be your needed focus for pursuing the truth?
Yeah.
That's why that makes sense. That's why that works, because it's true.
Yeah.
This, I want to be better. He's doing better.
Here.
Somebody looking at me. Well, I hate this profile. If I turn this way, and if I say it this way, but no. Wait, what are we doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Or like, I have my idea. I'm going to do it like this way. And here it comes. And I've rehearsed it and I've memorized it. And that's why when you, and you keep acting, you don't even hear anybody.
Yeah.
That's why when you watch something and it seems phony, you go, I don't know what it is, but it just seems fake.
Yes.
When you watch something that's real, you don't really know what it is. You're like, it was real.
Yeah.
You don't
Same
know.
reaction.
That's why you don't have to know all the little lingo and all the little exercises.
Don't need to know.
You don't need to know, because what we're trying to get to is for you to see that we're not acting.
That's it.
We're being real.
We're taught do a thing for real, which is pick up this journal. You just did.
Better actor than not, well.
Wait a second.
He had a little
Okay,
something
you
to
had it. You added some flair. You added some flair.
That's all right. We all do that.
Yep, that's how we start.
But But that's the thing that because we want it to not look like a lot of work. Like when someone watches a movie and they got the editing was so good. An editor is going to be so mad. You're supposed to get the story. You're not supposed to see my editing.
Yes.
If you see my editing, it ain't good.
Yep.
You want people to get to the story.
That's right.
I'm a tool to get to the story. So if I get in the way of the story, you see that moment, you see me, you see me again. We're not getting the story. Get out of the way.
Yeah.
Can you move? I don't get the story. I got you trying to flex. Yeah. I don't want to see that. There's something fake about that. And you know what it is? It's fear-based, self-seeking, and it ain't for anybody but you.
Self-seeking, dude.
It's self-seeking. Totally. You can boil it down to that. It's either fear, or I'm doing this out of love, authentic, pure love, or fear. I want to be better. I want to be. If somebody comes at you like that dude in the audition room did with like nice hair, you know what he means. If that's what he did, the truth is still the truth, no matter what anybody says.
Yeah.
So you can go, oh, he's doing that thing I do sometimes.
Yeah.
You don't have to feed into it if you don't want to.
I don't have to.
You can still be with. You don't have to be against.
Totally.
And when you go into work after him or before him or whatever, it's like I still hope that dude does well in his life.
Yeah.
I've been there.
And that's where I was at. Like I was at a place of like I felt
really
empathy,
good.
and because I recognized it. It was like similar. I've done it. I've experienced that kind of way before, where I was like, it's me or you in this room, and I saw it, and it was so clear and evident that I was just like, oh, got it. Thank you for the compliment. Very nice to meet you. Break a leg. And like genuinely, like, I hope you do well, man. I hope you do well. It's not, there's room for everybody. Like that was the thing that kept like going.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's great.
And also like the weight of like getting it. The truth of the matter is like, I'm acting. I'm doing the thing that makes me happy. I'm expressing from a place of like vulnerability. You're gonna get a piece of Dave in the moment with someone I care about, and I'm gonna leave it there. And I have this one opportunity to just do it in front of these people I don't know. And hopefully they get a piece of me. And that's all I'm hoping for. That's all I'm hoping for. To do a thing with honesty, to do a thing with truth. I found my truth. I found the truth in the moment. What's the truth of the moment? Off of her? This. And I'm like, okay. And it was a great reminder that I don't care if I get in. I don't care if I never get another audition. Like, I got to act. I got the chance to act. And that's not everyone gets that. Mm-hmm. So it was enough for me. Like it was one of the first times I felt like, oh wow, man, I really am not worried. I'm not leaving this room worried.
That's great.
You know, it's so easy to be like what ifs and future, not present, burning house, you know, and drive yourself crazy. Yes. And that was one of the reminders, you know, I didn't feel like I was alone that day. I felt like something was like with me that day and saying like, look at what you got, bro. I was like, man, thank you for this. Thank you for this. Truly, thank you. And gratitude started, that channel was open, you know. Who knows what happens. But I was just super grateful, man. Truly. Like, what a reminder. What a reminder. Yep. Just when I needed it, too. If I'm open to it.
Yep.
Yeah, and it showed up. Also, I think I want to express more gratitude because like I got a ton of support from my friends here, and people reached out to me and were very supportive. And it was another thing during the day that kept like ringing in my ears was like, look how much love and support you have, you know, just for attempting this thing. People believe in you. People love you. They genuinely want to see you do well. And it was like how did I even get this kind of support and love, man? Like, what did I do to deserve this? But it was like such a like an endorsement that I was like living the life I should be living, almost not because of it, not because of the support and love, but like just to look around and see like, oh man, like you guys believed in me, and like that just means a lot. It just means a lot. I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to put it into words, but like, it's just something I never experienced like a lot of growing up. Now as an adult, like I look around and I'm like surrounded by genuine care and love, and like, it's just a wild thing for me. It's something it's hard for me to wrap my head around, but when I do, I'm like, you know, moved because I have genuine friendships and people, you know, who I love me back for you know, for who I am and for what I love to do. They're like, I see you, Dave, and like, not only do I see you, but like, I love that you do the thing you love to do, and also I totally believe in you. Mm-hmm. And it's like, fuck, man, what else can I ask for? What else can I ask for in this moment? Like, there's nothing. No success is gonna bring that. No amount of real that.
Right.
You know, I called you the other day. I called you the other day too when I was having a meltdown and you showed up, and I told you how much that meant to me. I called you the other day just to like express to you like just how grateful I am that you're my friend. You know, and it affected me in a major way because I'm like, how often I never just expressed to you like bare bones, boiled down what it means to me that you're my friend, you know, and that I could call you and like be fucking spitting angry at somebody and just ready to kill, you know, like ready to like rip someone's head off because of the A, B, C, or D, and just getting to express an emotion with you or something that I'm struggling with, and like you always pick up the phone, and I can't ask for no more than that. You know, that's true friendship. That's true. Like you see me and you take me for who I am, and you listen, you're there for me. Same. It's just nuts. It's what else can you truly ask for in life, dude? I'm not alone. Like I can say that I'm not alone.
That's right.
Yeah, man. It seems like we're together in this.
It's unity, man.
Always.
Yeah. So thank you guys for being my friends.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a two-way
street. That's right.
Yeah. So what is it that you look up to me?
Oh.
Why do you look up to me?
I think you're like a couple inches taller. So
just physically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just physically.
I'm gonna pull out these question books.
Anatomically.
This is a call to the past, dude. We used to have this book. I found it.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna open to a couple random pages. I'm gonna ask you some speed questions. You're gonna answer them.
Okay.
Cool?
I think I can do this.
If you could change one personality trait about yourself, would you? And which one?
Selfishness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Selfishness.
Less handsome.
Right on. That's a tough one.
that.
That's a tough one, dude.
I was going to say that for you. That's crazy.
I would say
I'm gonna say
oh, that wasn't real? I thought that was
no,
real.
it wasn't, dude.
Damn.
Damn. Shit, dude.
Uh-huh.
I want to say not being open.
Not being open. How do you sum that up? What words would you use?
Closed off.
Closed off.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one. I would say my trait of
Anger.
Yep. Yes.
I got you, dog. Don't worry.
Not I don't know if that's a trait. Quick tempered.
Quick tempered
yes.
is
Temperament.
that. I got that shit too.
Yes. That'd be the one I want to trade out.
That's a good one. Because anger isn't necessarily bad, but
Yeah.
quick tempered.
Describe your first kiss, dude.
Oh wow, mine's bad. Yeah,
Here we go.
I was at a concert, right?
Oh,
Imagine.
yeah. Which concert? Which concert? Which concert?
Dude, it was
Backstreet Boys. NSYNC.
It was Skrillex.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's some heavy shit.
Like 17-year-old Mikey.
Whoa, you were 17.
I just hooked up with a random chick.
Really? That was your first kiss?
Dude, and she was like 20 something.
Wait a second.
Yikes.
Who? Do you
I
remember
have no
anything?
clue, dude.
It was just
I don't
quick?
remember anything.
Quick or not quick?
Just sloppy in the middle of a crowd.
Wow.
It's kind of romantic.
That's all I remember.
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of.
How would you describe
of
it?
At first, I was like, hell yeah, that was dope. But then I'm like, probably like 50 other dudes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's rough.
Right?
Probably.
You don't just go up to some kid.
Probably.
Some kid? Just a little kid. How would you describe her if you remember her?
It's a blur, dude. It's just a
blur.
silhouette.
Okay, fair. Fair, dude.
Terrible.
That's hell of a first, though. That's a hell of a first.
That really is. Wow.
What about you?
First kiss, I think I was 4 or 5. Playground. Marlene was her name. And I remember being like Is this before you're like guys are running away from girls at that time?
Yeah.
So I remember a bunch of kids, we're all kids, but the boys are pulling me out onto the playground, and they're like, Marlene wants to kiss you. Marlene wants to kiss you, and I'm like, no, like I'm not ready. dude, I wasn't ready. I was 5, and
Pretty early.
and she's waiting, and I see her there, and I'm like panicking. I remember like fucking panicking, and she goes, I remember she just went in for it real quick, and I was just like, just made my lips like come together. It was a quick peck, and then everyone went ew, and it felt like shame, dread, like gross. Like I was like, oh, I'm terrible for doing that. And then Jason Willis, shout out my boy Jason Willis. I don't know what you're up to, bro. I hope you're doing well. Genuinely. He goes, I gotta slap the kiss out your mouth. And he went to, like, he's like, I'm gonna do it easy, but I gotta do it. And he slapped me in the face to get the kiss, the cooties off me.
Oh, good.
You
Act
know?
of service.
Why does it sound like he's like 20?
He wasn't 20. That's
Hey,
why
I
I
gotta slap that kiss out.
He was
he
one
had,
of the
he had a
teachers.
much higher voice than that.
I gotta slap the kiss
I'm a baritone. You know what I'm saying?
Oh. That was great.
I'm a fucking.
Oh, man.
All right, moving on. What about you, Ed?
You didn't like that?
No, I did.
Okay.
Oh, man. First kiss. Brianna Gonzalez, 2nd grade.
I love that you know the last name.
I don't even know the name.
I know. That's a kind of romantic,
Sad,
though.
dog.
Oh, man. I remember seeing her walk across
The gym.
How old? Second grade?
2nd grade.
Oh,
in the parking
See, I
lot.
was in love
I
actually in
was
first
love with
grade.
her. I was in love with her. I stole my mom's
Yeah.
money to give to her as a gift. Whoa! And I would sing
gift?
Backstreet Boy. I mean, an NSYNC. I drive myself.
Oh, did you have the
crazy
cassette? Did you have the?
Thinking of you.
Holy shit, we're
And
the
I would
same.
I would just like.
We're the fucking same.
My mom was like, "What is going on? Where's my money?" And I was in love with her.
Dude.
And we kissed on the way to Town Lake under this tunnel.
Wow.
And I
Second
was like,
grade?
I'm obsessed with you.
Oh my
And then
god.
she kissed me again when we were cleaning the transparencies, which was her job. From
Those
the overhead.
fucking on the overheads.
And she was like, "Can Adam help me?" And Miss Christie was like, "Sure."
She pushed the
And then
envelope.
she was like, "Oh, can you?" And she's like, "Look that way." And I was like, "What?" And she kissed me on the cheek. And then a few weeks later, she said, "I need to clean the transparencies." And I walked over and she was like, "Actually, I think Kurt's gonna help me today."
"Oh no way!"
And I went,
What's her name?
"Oh, Brianna
Brianna
Gonzalez."
Gonzalez. Fuck you.
And I went back. And then Kurt went over. This is Kurt Christian, 20-year friend. Went over to her and he
You
was like,
played my boy Kurt.
he was like, "What?" He was so clueless. He was so handsome. This dude. Such a good looking dude.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't know. And he was like, "I'll clean them." And then she was like, "Can you look that way?" And he was like, "What?" And she kissed him on the cheek and I saw it from across the room. And I wanted
Heartbroken,
to
right?
die.
Yeah.
I wanted to die. I was like,
Yeah. I remember, dude. I remember the girl I was fucking in love with. She was so fast on the I can't even say her name. She started dating somebody. Dude, I never told her, like when we were kids. I was just like, I couldn't say it. I couldn't say it. I held it in. And like it seemed like just the moment I was about to say it, like she had a boyfriend the next day and I was like, I remember the fucking dread that shot through me as if my life was over because I was doing the Backstreet Boy cassette. I was doing the, I was doing it.
You supercharge it.
Totally. I didn't mean fuck you, Brianna Gonzalez. I hope you're doing well. Genuinely.
I tried to reach out to her on Facebook once. I think I found her.
Did you?
That's a popular name.
Yeah.
And I was like, this was like years ago. And I was like, I think I found her. She was in like the Air Force.
Whoa.
And I messaged her. and I
Thank
was
you
like,
for your service.
"Do you remember me? We went to," and she blocked me. Never answered me. Rejected twice,
Dude. It's unresolved. This is unresolved.
No, it's resolved.
Okay.
She put a nail in that coffin.
What is more important in a friend? Someone who makes you laugh or someone who is always there for you?
Oh,
Clear cut.
Always
Always
there.
there.
Dumb question. We're all agreeing. We all agree?
He
Dumb.
picked it,
Yeah.
dog.
Sorry.
you did read it.
Because you're not funny, Mike, and I love you.
Yeah.
I'm just playing.
He was
You're
like,
just always there. No, I'm just kidding. Is there anything you ever snob about? Yeah. Talking to the biggest
No
snob on
way,
planet
dude,
Earth.
everything.
Y'all are
Everything.
both slobs.
Dude, everything.
Go ahead. Give me one. Give me
Anything
one.
artist, anything.
Yeah.
Music.
Music.
Movies,
Yeah,
books,
I guess so,
Writing,
yeah.
anything.
What do you
I'm
snob
such a
about?
Snob, dude.
I think same thing.
Food.
Music, photography, food.
Yeah.
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 Oh, food I'm not very snobby about.
I don't know.
Food. I'll
What do I snob about?
school you on it.
You're not really a snob.
In some way, I gotta be, dude. There's got to be something.
Not
Yeah, you're
really.
not.
You're not. That's funny. You're not.
You don't got it in you, man.
You don't have that. You don't have that bone.
I want that.
It's a
not good.
ugly bone.
Describe the day you met your best friend from your friend's point of view.
Oh, well, best friend is hard to categorize there, classify. Tell me who. You want me to talk about you? Well, we talked about this before.
I'm not saying anything, dude.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is,
best friend.
yeah.
So we were born. You know
Your brother you can't pick your brother.
why?
He could be your best friend, but like
messed
we're
up.
talking about making a friend.
I'm not gonna rank the friends.
Yeah, I don't
Can't
like
do
that.
it.
What are you trying to
Oh,
separate everyone, dude?
I gotta go on.
Go ahead.
What would you say at my funeral, dude?
This is really mean.
I would say whoops. Just kidding.
Whoops. You'd say whoops.
No.
What would you say?
Say he was.
I just say this is really mean. This is
that's
nice to talk
horrible to
about.
go there.
But it's nice to talk
An
about.
actor.
Yeah.
So I start to immediately go, what? What? Oh my
You're
god.
filling in the How would I
say?
go? What if I went like I died
I don't like this at all.
like George Washington Bridge fucking somehow bottomed out, and like I left your place. You see on the news like the next day, like, homie, you good? And I don't answer the phone. And it's like
That's
straight
the
to voicemail.
worst, dude.
And you jumped off the bridge?
No. Like the bridge, I was driving. I left your place, and it bottomed out. Like it was.
No, he would think it's his fault the whole time.
Wait, the bridge fell out and you
George
died?
Washington
Like it
Bridge.
cracked.
Bro, I had a real fantasy we were going to die in the tunnel.
Oh, see, that's the thing I think about sometimes.
I had a real... Remember I kept looking over to my shoulder?
You did, dude.
Dude, we were in that tunnel and that dude was on his phone.
Yeah.
And you were like really in the midst of saying something sweet.
I could tell.
And I was like...
I could tell, man.
I was like, if we go out like this, that's so heartbreaking. I was like, but we're just mortal. We're just people. Like, this happens all the time. People die every day. And I couldn't even listen to you. I can't even go there. You know what I would say? I would just go up and go, he was man's best friend. And I would sit down.
like a dog.
Just kidding.
Wow.
No, dude, I have no idea. This is terrible. I'll text it to you later.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know.
I don't know. That's so sad.
Okay.
It's horrible.
It's okay. What are your thoughts on euthanasia, dude?
K-pop is great. Wait, what? Well, at least we're keeping it depressing.
They just, I'm literally, you see what I'm doing?
You
I'm opening
can
up.
censor your. You can just
Yeah, pick a good one.
delete a few.
Do you do good things when no one is watching?
Oh no! No.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Okay.
I don't want to.
Have you ever been cheated on?
Oh, this is mean.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about this.
Can't talk about it?
This is private. Only had one relationship, dude.
Okay, done.
And now Katie's like, no, she didn't cheat on me.
Fair.
She didn't cheat on me.
Fair. Yeah, no. We don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah?
This is
Yeah.
so. What are we doing?
Dude, it's okay.
dude.
It's okay.
Yeah.
This is you are look it. Look, dude. Look
I'm
it.
making the same expression as Shy is depressed at.
He's not depressed. He's been through a lot, man.
Dude, he looks depressed. He looks like you've been reading these questions to him every week
Dude,
for
He's
38
been sitting here for
episodes.
38 episodes, bro.
Writing prompts are.
What do you believe happens after we die?
Maybe we should have left this book at home, dude.
I know. I'm gonna find a good one. I'm
It
gonna
was
find a good
God's
one.
will that you.
All right,
lost
last one. Pick a good one.
Don't tell me what time is it.
Last one. Pick a good one.
There's people listening to this. They're getting something from this, bro. Give me a second.
I
love
love
you.
you. So sure about that plural. People or
Person.
you later.
Hey, if you.
Me and you
oh, you
tomorrow.
motherfucker.
You always
listen,
know you
bro.
hit the bullseye.
We're doing pretty well.
I'm kidding.
We're starting to get. Yeah.
He said, "Are we?"
We're
Dude,
starting.
we made $3.
We're getting views up.
Do I get a cut?
I appreciate you guys for
$1
listening.
for-
Yeah, you get a cut.
33%. I've
we
been here
go.
enough.
Every guest gets a percentage.
What's stronger, love or hate?
Love.
Love, of
I'm not
course.
going out with this bullshit. I mean,
If you could live to see any event in the future, what would the event be? What would it be?
Wait, what?
Any event. If you could live to see any event in
What
the
does
future.
that mean?
Anything. Anything that you think could happen in the future. An event. Something. what would you live to see? Like, what would you want to live to see? Am I speaking another language?
Let me try to think about it.
What would you say then?
I'm thinking about it. It's a good question. It's a poignant question. What would you?
The future? It'd have to be.
There's a lot. There's a lot now that are coming up.
Say the first one that hits you without a filter.
I was gonna say, my nephew getting married.
Oh, that's a beautiful one.
I think that would be so beautiful to watch.
Yeah,
because he's such a little baby right now. You know?
Yeah,
and to see him really purely happy would be so cool,
dude. I had a fucking moment where I was watching my little sisters. They're in the marching band in color guard, and I went to see them at their homecoming. Shout out Elma Park, homecoming 2019. And my little sister Christina was like doing her little. She had the what's the thing
color
with the?
guard.
No, I just said that. What's the thing with
baton?
No
flags.
Again, instrument. Xylophone. What is that? What is that?
The xylophone.
Is that the ding 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 ding?
Yeah.
So that's what she's playing. She rolls it out. She plays it. Comes back. I'm so proud. I'm beaming, dude. Watching my little sister do this shit. And then she's sitting down, and there's this boy. Now she's 13.
Uh-oh.
There's this boy who's in the band, and I see them talking, and I'm sitting away, but I can't stop watching. Right? I don't want to embarrass her. I'm not going up to her. I'm just letting her do her thing. And she's so, like, I imagine that moment when it happened to me the first time. That was the first time I've ever seen her with a boy. Genuinely, like, talk to a boy outside of. I'm not there. When she was a kid, she used to, like, yeah, of course, when she's little, but like now she's 13. And I watched her talk to this boy from far away. And it was like, my heart opened up, dude. And I was like, oh man, she's feeling what like connection with like someone from the opposite sex feels like. And she's feeling it. I don't know how often she's felt this before. Like it's like kind of flirtatious. And like, I assumed I'd go crazy when I saw it. And the first wave that came over me was like, my heart warmed up, and I was like, oh, someone else sees her kind of maybe the way I see her, like sees her as like this beautiful girl. And I was like, oh, she deserves that. And then I was like, I didn't know that was there. I didn't know that was there, you know, for my sister. It was cool to see that. So I think the moment I'd pick is like my sister's wedding day. I would I like to live to see her like be loved and like taken care of for life by somebody on that day, like that agreement. It would be cool to see, man. That'd be a cool one. I didn't expect it. It was so wild. I thought I'd want to kill, and I genuinely was like, almost like I was releasing a bit of the grip. I was like, oh, she's gonna be okay without me, like lurking.
Yes,
you know,
yes, that's good. That's good.
She might get hurt again. I don't know, but like I can't grab her and like. You got to do it this way. Don't let anyone hurt you. No one's gonna hurt you. Close her off to any possibility of like feeling love. No. You know, it was cool. It was a cool moment. So that's the one I would.
That's great.
Want to go to.
I think I would do maybe like the first like maybe Christmas with like all my family. Like everyone, like when I have a family.
Big
brother,
table, big dining room table.
My parents.
That's a beautiful one.
Right.
Oh, I want to say more of those.
Yeah. There's a lot. I told you they kept coming.
Yeah, yeah. Another one we're all like post Oscar night. I don't know how it went, but we're all having like this jamming ass fucking meal together and just like laughing and crying and like it's all of our family and friends and like something like that, or like the premiere of like something we've done and like we're really proud of.
That'd
and like
be cool.
That's a cool moment I want to live to see. What's the worst emotion a human being could feel? Why are they so evil?
The worst emotion.
It's tough.
I think regret, dude.
Regret?
Is that an emotion?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be regret.
What about betrayal?
Betrayal's tough, man.
Yeah.
Let's talk about betrayal for a second. Let me launch into.
Let's go.
What do you think, bro?
What?
Betrayal. No. I'm not saying you. I'm saying.
Sorry?
No. I'm just angry. No. No, we're good. Me and you are good. I'm not saying us. I love you.
Love you too.
Genuinely. I'm not talking about you.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
I love you.
Who betrayed me? Tell me, Dave. Who did it? Was it Mikey? He's hiding behind them.
He's just fucking ducking. No. Have you experienced betrayal before?
Betrayal? I'm sure I have. On the podcast when you were talking about basketball.
Unreal. That was my hands were tied.
Honestly, kind of.
You lobbed that one to me.
What?
You've experienced betrayal before?
No, I was just agreeing with what.
No, I'm asking you.
I was just agreeing.
He's
with
trying to change the subject.
I'm just asking. No.
Just kidding.
I have to think about it. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I'm glad I'm not harboring it if I have. That feels good.
Me neither, dude.
Me neither, man.
Let me get the.
There you go. Take that.
Yeah, you need. Pass the rock. Pass the rock.
Pass the rock.
All right, last one.
Come on, man. I don't want to leave you,
closing,
dude. What time? What are we at?
It's been a minute.
It's 2 hours.
If you're listening, I love you. Is it 2 hours?
Yeah, dude.
No, it's not. Where's the time?
It's getting there.
It's 1:50. We're good. Ow, dude.
Sorry.
Now you're hurting me. I don't know. These are so fucking crazy. Personality trait you admire in other people. This is fun. Ooh, where's the next one's a good one too. I'm gonna do 7 more. Fair? 7? It's an odd number.
Oh,
Rounded.
This is my last answer. Inclusion.
Come on. Mike, have some fun with me.
that's
man.
pretty good.
We had like 10.
Something you admire. Something you
I
admire
just
in
said
other
it,
people.
and you didn't listen to me, dude.
What'd you say?
Yeah. Think about it.
You didn't say it.
Yeah, I did. Adam heard me.
Inclusion.
Inclusion?
Inclusion.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
Bring people in. Like Mikey does every week with this podcast.
That's what Dave does, to be honest.
That is what Dave does. That's true.
He's really good at it.
I really admire courage.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Me too.
That's big.
Me too. Bravery, courage.
The verdict of the ages is that faith means courage.
Oh. Take that to the bank. That should be the fucking title of this one. Would you rather spend the day in an art museum, science museum, or history museum?
Art, science, or history?
Art, science, or history. Where would you rather spend the day? Where would you
Art.
rather spend the day? Art?
Such a nerd.
Typical, dude.
History second, though. Close second. History's good.
History's my first.
History's your first?
History's my first follow.
Science is cool.
I think
though.
I would do science.
Yeah, I knew Mike was going to go with
I
that.
can't.
Science.
I can't. So we're in different camps
dumb,
here.
son.
No, me too. I'm too dumb for it. I feel stupid.
No, but I just look at all the, the different things.
Okay. Not gonna say that one.
Didn't
What's
I'm
the
going to close it on you, dude.
two more?
I'm going to shut you down.
2 more?
You're going to
All
get
right.
shut
Let's
down.
do 2 more.
Two more.
Fine.
Fair.
Good for you. Why not?
Thank you. I love you. I love you, man.
What?
I love you.
He goes,
I love
huh?
you too, man.
I do.
I love you too, man. For real.
For real. You on your phone, bro?
I got something. I have to say this one thing at the end. I'm just pulling it up for the end.
Okay. What is the best compliment you've ever received?
It's tough. Best compliment?
Best
I've ever
compliment.
received? Oh my gosh.
I don't know, dude. I have no clue. That's so hard, dude. What do you mean?
Oh, man.
My first thing that came to my mind was you've grown.
You've grown.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful compliment.
That's awesome.
From who?
When I first saw my my uncle, I haven't seen him since I was 15.
He said you've grown.
Yeah.
That's a nice one.
Yeah. Simple.
I got a simple one too. Dad said he's proud of me. I was like, you can't beat that.
No.
For me, that was
Wow.
Yeah.
that was the one. Dad said he's proud.
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot.
I compliment you all the time.
You do. Yeah. People are so sweet. I just don't
People
know.
compliment you often. I've noticed.
You think?
Yes, people love you and they compliment you all the time.
You too, though.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah.
Thank you for saying that. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
That was great. All right, we're gonna block it out now.
Keep going.
Right?
Last one.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't think of a specific. They're all amazing. All 3 of them. That you said in this podcast.
Stop, Mike, bro. I'm picking.
Play too
Play too much, Mike. Damn. All right, brothers, dude.
All right. And that's the end of the You Are Here podcast.
What do you know is
Can I
true?
close with
Yeah,
this?
yeah. Close on it. What do you know is true? What do you know is true?
God is good.
Beautiful.
Done.
Beautiful.
Drop the mic. That's it. That's mine. That's mine.
Yeah.
What about y'all?
Fuck.
It's tough.
Yeah. I'm like filtering. True. I love truly with all my heart, I love everything that I have in my life right now. I'm very grateful. That's a truth. I'm very grateful for the relationship specifically. Grateful.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's going to be all right.
I like that. I love that. All right, I know we're closing on time. I want to end with these lyrics.
Yeah. Ooh.
So I've been diving into country.
Bars, dude.
When I first started growing up
Merle?
and stuff. No, this is little Garth Brooks.
Okay.
Ooh, little
Garth Brooks was one of the first country music people that I used to imitate a lot as like a 4-year-old.
Okay.
My mom would video me wearing all the same shirts he wore, singing all the same songs, making all the same faces. Imitation precedes creativity.
It does, dude.
It does. And if you can become what you admire, then maybe you can love yourself. Whoops. All right. So there's this song that's really good. And I recently rediscovered it. And I want to leave you guys with this. The song is called
Chicken fried.
The River. That'd be so great. Now it's the vegan version. Seitan fried. You know I like my seitan fried.
Okay.
And my tofu spinning round. No. All right, ready?
Yeah, bro. I'm ready.
You know, a dream is like a river, ever changing as it flows. And a dreamer's just a vessel that must follow where it goes. Trying to learn from what's behind you and never knowing what's in store makes each day a constant battle just to stay between the shores. I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry. Like a bird upon the wind, these waters are my sky. I'll never reach my destination if I never try. So I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry.
Oh. Wow.
I love that.
How good is that?
That's amazing, man.
That's some country.
That restores something in me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I will keep going. Second verse. I'm really going to do it too. I was joking, but now I'm really going to do it.
bro.
Too many times we stand aside and let the waters slip away till what we put off till tomorrow has now become today. So don't you sit upon the shoreline and say you're satisfied. Choose to chance the rapids and dare to dance the tide. There's bound to be rough waters, and I know I'll take some falls, but with the good Lord as my captain, I can make it through them all. I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry. Like a bird upon the wind, these waters are my sky. I'll never reach my destination if I never try, so I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry.
Yo, I'm saying it right now. I'm sailing my vessel till the river runs dry. I'm expressing everything I got in the moment. I'm fucking trusting my heart, dude.
Yes.
I promise you both. And I'm just gonna keep it moving, bro. I'm trusting that this life is. I'm just gonna sail this fucking boat till the river runs dry, bro.
Isn't that
I
good?
love that, man.
Isn't that good?
Thank you for that. Thank you for
Gotcha.
that, dude.
That's powerful.
Garth Brooks, baby.
Garth.
I'm gonna revisit that one. I'm gonna visit that one. I don't even think I've heard it.
I'm going to play it for you and torture you.
Why else? Why else live this life, huh? What else are you gonna do?
It goes right back to what you were saying and
Yep.
what we were talking
What else are you
about
gonna
purpose.
do? Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
For sure. God damn it.
Oh.
Adam, you got anything else you want to shout out? Anything you want to put out there?
No, I'm just very grateful to be here.
Yeah.
And I just have a lot of love for you guys.
Thanks.
So
You
it's
too,
always
man.
a pleasure to be here.
Thanks, dude. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you so much.
Dude, of course.
Next week we'll have you again.
Can't wait.
Episode 30.
Wait for the next one. 38. Boom. Let's close it up.
Get it.
Goddamn, 2 hours. There we go.
Hey.
Boom. You Are Here podcast. www.youareherepodcast.co. We cannot afford the M. You can find the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor.fm, Castbox, YouTube with the video, everywhere. You can find the podcast. Guys, thank you so much for listening. My name is Mike, and I'm signing out.
My name is David, and I do love y'all.
Till the river runs dry. Adam Lowder Lowder, baby.
Hey.